A massive political row erupted between the ruling TVK in Tamil Nadu and the opposition DMK. And this is over the leader of opposition Udhayanidhi Stalin's remarks on actor Trisha. Earlier in the day, high political drama unfolded in Chennai as the police arrested Udhayanidhi Stalin from his residence. The arrest follows an FIR filed against Udhayanidhi Stalin over the derogatory remarks that were made by him. Multiple charges, including insulting a woman's modesty, have been filed against the DMK leader. Section 4 of the Tamil Nadu Prohibition of Harassment of Women Act and Section 67 of the IT Act have also been invoked. A short while prior, the police released Udhayanidhi Stalin as directed by the Madras High Court. That's the latest we're tracking. Now, the DMK president and former chief minister of Tamil Nadu, M.K. Stalin, has come out in Udhayanidhi's support. This is what he said. Stalin termed Udhayanidhi's arrest as TVK's bid to deflect attention from the ongoing Cauvery water dispute with Karnataka. Stalin accused Vijay's government of attempting to intimidate Udhayanidhi by filing various charges against him. Now, the confrontation also played out in the Madras High Court, which was hearing Udhayanidhi's anticipatory bail application. The High Court instructed the police to release the DMK leader after questioning. The State Attorney General said that the police only intends to question Udhayanidhi and does not intend to remand him. The Attorney General also added that the state wants to protect the interests of women. Earlier, as Udhayanidhi Stalin was being taken to Thanjavur, where he made the controversial remark, the DMK party cadre attempted to offer him food, but they were not allowed by the police. And as politics over the issue intensifies, the DMK shared an image on social media showing a young M.K. Stalin and former Chief Minister Karunanidhi getting arrested by the police. The image carried the caption, "Justice will prevail over injustice." The controversy erupted during DMK's protest in Thanjavur on Monday. During his speech, Udhayanidhi Stalin was interrupted by chants of Trisha as he criticized Chief Minister Vijay. As the chants continued, Udhayanidhi paused and made a remark, which has been widely interpreted as inappropriate, misogynistic, with double-meaning references directed towards actor Trisha. Shortly after the clips of the remarks went viral on social media, TVK hit out at the DMK, calling the remarks disgusting and unacceptable. It also accused the DMK of taking the political discourse to a new low. BJP too criticized Udhayanidhi Stalin over his remark, calling it disgusting, obscene, vulgar and shameful. The DMK has called the arrest an attempt to suppress voices of dissent.
Yesterday, the DMK party arranged for a statewide agitation because the ruling TVK government has given up and not working for the rights of the farmers, for the rights of the people of Tamil Nadu. They are not even enforcing the orders of the Supreme Court, namely seeking for the release of 7,000 cusics of water from the Karnataka state. And since Mr. Udhayanidhi pointed out that Mr. Vijay, the TVK leader, is always thinking about suppressing the voices of the dissent.
Now, the TVK has also written to the National Commission for Women seeking action against Udhayanidhi Stalin, calling the remarks deeply troubling. The DVK said the language normalizes the objectification and verbal harassment of women in public spaces. The plea also calls for the DMK leader to be booked for public obscenity and outraging the modesty of women. The episode marks another chapter in the growing public rivalry between the TVK and the DMK. Since the start of Vijay's term as chief minister, the two parties have routinely clashed over a range of issues, from alleged bribing of legislators to the ongoing Cauvery water sharing row and the Meghdadu dam dispute. All right, for more on this, I'm now being joined by our principal correspondent, Siddharth MP, who's tracking the latest developments. He joins us from right outside the DMK headquarters in the Tamil Nadu capital. Siddharth, it's big action right there where you're standing. And give us more on what's the latest. We understand that Udhayanidhi Stalin has been released. Over to you.
See, DMK sees this as a victory of sorts because as far as they're concerned, they are saying that this was an attempt by the Vijay government to suppress the opposition just a day before the Assembly's budget session commences tomorrow. So the DMK sees this as a victory because Udhayanidhi was picked up in the morning from his Chennai residence and then he was taken to Tanjavur for questioning. And eventually the court went on to say that Udhayanidhi should be let off after questioning. So this is what the DMK sees as a legal victory of sorts, because as far as the party is concerned, they actually were attacking the TVK government when it came to the Cauvery river water issue and Mekedatu issue, as you just pointed out. But the fact is, this issue came out of the blue, and suddenly Udhayanidhi, was under fire for the remarks that he made, and also there was a widespread consensus among the opposition that what Udhayanidhi said was totally unacceptable. So now Udhayanidhi was under pressure. But the fact that he was arrested from his residence, he was taken in a police convoy, all of that sort of gave DMK political ammunition. And that is kind of evident in the way the DMK is now celebrating the fact that he's been let off. The DMK, in fact, is not willing to compromise on what Udhayanidhi Stalin has said. They say that he did not take anybody's name, and they say that if he were to have committed a mistake, he would have apologized. So the DMK is firm in their stance, and they say that the TVK government's arrogance will only lead to their downfall. This is the statement that DMK chief and former chief minister MK Stalin put out a while ago. So the DMK is not going to back down, and I think the ramifications of that will be seen in the Assembly's budget session, which is to start tomorrow. Shivan.
Siddharth, what was the DMK's defense at this point? Because those remarks were not going to be lost on either party, and there has been a significant amount of uproar.
Absolutely, there has been uproar, but technically, if we are to look at the video itself where Udhayanidhi is seen mentioning these remarks, he was speaking about the Cauvery issue and the Vijay government's handling of the Cauvery issue. It was at that point in time that some people from the audience prompted with the name of the said actress, and that's what eventually led to that actress's name itself being mentioned in the video. It's kind of evident from the video that Udhayanidhi did not take the actress's name. But thereafter, after the actress's name was mentioned in that video, what we can see is that Udhayanidhi makes that said remark which led to a controversy. And then he's also seen smiling, after making that remark. So this is what led to conclusions being drawn that this remark was directed at the said actor and so on. Of course, he did not take the actor's name, and that is quite evident from the video itself. And that's what the DMK has been defending at all times. So it is this that led to this larger controversy. And the DMK has been defending by saying that if you wanted to really question Udhayanidhi, you could very well have done it at his Chennai residence. The cops went to the Chennai residence. You could have questioned him at his house. That's how leaders are questioned. Why take him 350 kilometers away to Tanjavur, to a different part of Tamil Nadu for questioning? So they say that this was a part of a sinister plan by Vijay's government to prevent the leader of the opposition from attending the assembly session beginning tomorrow. So the DMK is alleging that this was sort of a strong arm tactic by the TVK government led by Chief Minister Vijay to file multiple cases and sort of browbeat the leader of the opposition. So that's what DMK's defense is, Shivan.
And Siddharth, as you mentioned, the Tamil Nadu Assembly budget session, it's upon us. It's going to be starting now. And what can we expect there when this is the precedent just preceding it?
So certainly this is going to be quite a stormy session. No prizes for guessing that, because this is kind of coming at a time when Tamil Nadu is facing tense ties with neighboring Karnataka. And the major issue is that Karnataka itself has been facing a drought-like situation, which the Karnataka government has emphasized on multiple instances. So amid such circumstances, Karnataka has not been too happy with parting with water from the Cauvery river to Tamil Nadu for agricultural needs. And Vijay government is also finding itself within a tight spot, because Vijay government has Congress to support them in Tamil Nadu to form the government. There are two Congress ministers in Vijay's government. Karnataka has a Congress government. So how is it that he's going to balance this relationship with the Congress? In Tamil Nadu, he has them along with them in his cabinet. But in Karnataka, he is having to fight the Congress for state rights, for Cauvery water. Then, of course, the Mekedatu issue. All parties in Tamil Nadu are against Karnataka building the Mekedatu Dam on Cauvery River. So how is it that Vijay's government is going to balance that? How is it that they'll negotiate with Karnataka? Because the meeting was supposed to take place on August 3rd, that is yesterday, between Chief Minister Vijay and Chief Minister DK Shivkumar in Bengaluru. But the meeting didn't happen. DK Shivkumar, Karnataka's Chief Minister, said that we can have the meeting when things are a little more calmer and when the setting is far more cordial, because there's been protests from Kannada groups who said that we won't allow Chief Minister Vijay to set foot here, and if he does come, we will protest. So this is the kind of stormy situation that's prevailing, and now Udhayanidhi's arrest will only add more fuel to the metaphorical fire, Shivan, in the assembly session.
Yeah, Siddharth, and as you were speaking, we were just showing our audiences live visuals. These are the live visuals from Thanjavur police station, just outside, as the court has now ordered the release of Udhayanidhi Stalin. There's a major security protocol, barricades that I can see in the visuals as well. Media presence, local media right there. And as you mentioned earlier, that, there have been questions that have been raised by the DMK to take him all the way, hundreds of kilometers away for the questioning in Thanjavur instead of where they could have questioned. So there are questions that the DMK raises in their own defense. Of course, those remarks, when you see the video, it's still unclear. These are double meaning statements. So that's what the DMK is playing on in their own defense. But as far as the DVK is concerned, they are up in arms regarding these statements, which are largely being interpreted as directed towards and targeting actress Trisha. These are the live visuals from Thanjavur that we're bringing to you, where Udhayanidhi Stalin will soon be released now. A major row which erupted in Tamil Nadu, and this started from yesterday itself. There was a massive political row which has erupted between the ruling TVK and the opposition DMK in Tamil Nadu over the leader of opposition Udhayanidhi Stalin's remarks on actor Trisha. Just to bring you up to speed with where we are, earlier today, high political drama unfolded in Chennai as the police arrested Udhayanidhi Stalin from his residence, and the arrest follows an FIR which has been filed against Udhayanidhi Stalin over the derogatory remarks that were made. Multiple charges, including insulting a woman's modesty, have been filed against the DMK leader. And I'll now cut across back to our principal correspondent, Siddharth MP. Siddharth, you're in Chennai. Of course, that's a bit of a distance from Thanjavur, but these are live visuals that we're showing our audiences from Thanjavur. Major political row which has erupted in Chennai, across Tamil Nadu, that is, and a major security protocol which is there in Thanjavur. Going over, if you can just explain to us once again for our audiences very quickly the controversy that erupted and how the court has issued his release, but he was never meant to be kept in remand. It was only for questioning.
So this morning what happened was police showed up at Udhayanidhi's residence somewhere between 9 and 10 a.m. and there was of course a massive police deployment outside his house, and that was adequate signal that there would be some action that was to be taken by the police department, which also prompted a lot of DMK cadre and Udhayanidhi supporters to storm the area, and they were there raising slogans against the Vijay government. And in a short span of time, it so happened that the police did take Udhayanidhi into their vehicle and they decided to drive him down to Thanjavur. Of course, the DMK was quick to approach the Madras High Court, and the Madras High Court initially had said that until 12 noon, you cannot take action against Udhayanidhi. But despite that, the police had proceeded in taking Udhayanidhi into their vehicle and they were driving to Thanjavur. But almost about 2 o'clock, the Madras High Court again heard the anticipatory bail case, and there the Tamil Nadu government there argued that they did not intend to take him into judicial custody, and what they wanted was to merely question him and let him off, which is when the court said eventually that fine, if that's what you want to do, question him and let him off, but at the same time Udhayanidhi must cooperate with this particular police probe. The DMK has been defending this by saying that if it was a routine questioning, why did you have to take him to Thanjavur, which is about 350 kilometers, 400 kilometers away from Chennai? The DMK is alleging that this was a ploy to keep Udhayanidhi away from the assembly session that is to commence tomorrow. So these are the multiple narratives doing the rounds, allegations and counter allegations from both sides.
Understood.
We'll have to see how this also plays out in the assembly session, because already there's a lot of exchange of fire between the government and opposition now in Tamil Nadu.
Yeah, it's going to be a stormy session starting tomorrow. Siddharth, thanks so much for getting us the latest, and we will be tracking this with you on ground.